Oh man, how can I even start with this review? Oh gosh. Let's just say, you know what, if you're going to see this movie, don't go in with the expectation. Don't go in with the expectation of making this be the greatest movie that you ever watched. And here's why. First and foremost, Baywatch is a TV series that was re-released as a movie. It was actually a TV series that was very popular back in the early 1980s and 90s. These were lifeguards that were basically protecting and serving the beach. This movie in particular was basically the same cast, same names, but just different faces. The reason that I went in to go see this movie, honestly, is because of the fact Dwayne Johnson was in it. In fact, I love Dwayne Johnson. I think he's a great actor. I love him, and definitely in the WWE series, of course, and every action movie that he's in has been pretty dang good, in fact. I thought that this was kind of like that simply because of what was advertised in the trailers, like you have all seen. Honestly, this movie is a huge mess. Like, everything is just wrong with this movie. Simply the plot in itself. This is basically about a young, hothead gold medalist who was very successful in his past, did something that obviously led him to his dreading career that got him into a position to be a lifeguard. He's a hot shot. He's done success. He's been successful or whatever in the past. So he figures, you know what, you ain't gotta teach me nothing. This character, of course, is played as Zac Efron, which is that pretty boy guy that pretty much plays the same character in every last movie that he's played in. There's nothing really new about him and nothing any particularly special about his particular character other than what you've seen of him in other movies. He's pretty much the same in this one. This movie in particular is just basically him being in to improve himself with this lifeguard group because, of course, they're just not ordinary lifeguards. They're here to protect and serve and do even the cops' jobs, even if they are not wanting to do their jobs. We gotta go ahead and take on it. If it's a crime scene on the beach, we gotta be the ones to take care of it. And yet, Zac Efron, which he goes by the character named Brody, he basically is a person that's saying, why not call the cops? But of course, Mitch, which is played by Dwayne Johnson, figured that, you know what, we have to protect and serve because the cops doesn't care and they're bought by this crime organization that's trying to take over our beach. So we have here a movie in a sequence that is basically particularly forced with comedy. I mean, the comedy sequences, man, it's terrible. I mean, I'm not even gonna freaking lie. If you're a type of person that likes jokes that's dealing with your genitals, then definitely you're gonna enjoy it. I mean, the jokes, honestly, were so cheesy. Everything about this movie was cheesy. Even the action sequences was cheesy. I said, how could they possibly even did this? If this one particularly in the one scene, what frustrated me the most was when Dwayne Johnson was going after one particular bad guy. They were chasing each other in the beach. They finally get over to someone's house. Dwayne Johnson's busts through someone's window and here this mother cooking with her baby daughter in a chair seat, and Dwayne's just like, oh wait, hold on a second, I gotta go and chase after someone that just went in your house. Mother's not freaking out. She's not like reacting like, oh my god, let's call the cops. Oh, Dwayne Johnson just runs straight into the little girl's bedroom, closed the door, started bustling and fighting. Everything about this movie just didn't make any sense. Anybody in their right mind that just has a stranger comes into their house and not call the cops and do anything and they just start fighting, it was hard to really like find out why this action scene in its sense was even justified. So many of the plots in this movie has so many missing holes. If this was a summer flick, this is the wrong way to start, honestly. The only thing that honestly was pretty interesting about the movie is because they did have old cast members actually show up in the movie. They had the guy who played the original Mitch, David Hasselhoff. Then of course Pamela Anderson, she showed up. She didn't even actually say anything in the movie. She just kind of walked up towards in the end and just flaunted her hair and just looked like a plastic surgery mess. It's just like, what was the point of that? In fact, I wouldn't even encourage you to go see it at the movie, let alone go to the red box to see it. This movie honestly is about good enough as Netflix and chill moment. Honestly, this movie is just terrible. Avoid at all costs. My final verdict, 1 out of 5. Don't see it, don't pay for it. If it's on Netflix, great. Other than that, I would avoid it at all costs. And again, this is DQ here bringing it to you another movie review. And again, leave your comments below if you've seen the movie. What did you thought of it? Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button to see more. Peace.